Right. You know, you got Fields on the bench and Weatherspoon on the bench, a couple other big kids. He never played zone. We weren't prepared for zone. I thought there was a rule early in the season, you don't play zone. But I admired the way he kept their team in the game. That being said, we got to win, you know, against a rival and a phenomenal facility. And God, I looked in the stands. We had a lot of SMU people. That was terrific. That was exciting to have that. But I'm not going to say we played like the YMCA in 1907. But we had an 18-6 lead and a chance to blow the game open. All of a sudden, we're playing like the summertime, taking shots with one pass, turning the ball over, getting ourselves in foul trouble, and then they controlled the tempo and did a phenomenal job of getting back in the game. But we hung on, got a win, and I think we all should be excited about that.
Questions for Coach Bowden?
You guys really won the battle down low. Is that an area you kind of knew you could take advantage of some of their youth and experience down there?
I mean, we don't have old men down there, to be honest with you. I thought Kavard did a great job. You know, I think Trent went to zone to protect him a little bit, but I thought for first game as a freshman, both Kavard and Keith did a really good job, because it's not easy. But our big guys didn't take advantage of their lack of size. Our big guys played small. You know, Marcus Kennedy, we played Colorado and played Texas Tech, and our big guys dominated. They didn't dominate tonight. Cannon Cunningham was the only big guy that played big for us. I thought he really gave us tremendous lift, but you know, I think that's the way Trent has to play for a while, you know, because you got to protect Kavar. You know, hopefully Weatherspoon will get it. They give everybody a waiver, shoot. Well, I mean, everybody gets waivers, what? And they get him a waiver. I guess his brother stayed in Utah and he's here, I don't know. But they're going to be good. Their young kids are good. So this is a good win for us.
Coach, talking about Nick Moore, his first game for you, player of the game.
You know, a lot of things I thought he did great. He had 7 defensive boards the first half. You know, he made some hustle plays. You know, shows a lot of poise, but he's playing faster than anybody else on our team. Shot some balls that, you know, we weren't ready, didn't take advantage of our size, the fact that maybe they were in foul trouble. But he'll learn. This is the first time he's played in a long time. You know, all of them, Crandall, you know, Marcus, and Nick. So that was a good first game for him. There's a lot, you know, I think we can talk to him about, because he really wants to be great, and I'm confident he'll do better and better.
Speaking of playing fast, I know several times you were kind of telling Keith to slow it down. And he seemed pretty excitable when he was getting ready to check in. You were grabbing him by the arm.
Yeah, well, there's not a shot that he don't think he can make. As soon as he walks in this area code, he's ready to let it go. And I have confidence he can make shots, but, you know, for him to play, and to play as well as we all know he can, he's got to learn how to guard. You know, he's got to learn time and score. There's a lot of things that, you know, he needs to get better at, but he comes every day and tries. He just wants to play. You know, he's like a young colt. He's dying to play. I'm mad because our 3 freshmen are terrific. You know, I wanted to get Sterling and Ben in more, but the way the game, you know, played out, it was hard. We were scratching to win, but the more Keith plays, the more structure he has, you know, in practice, you know, the better he'll get, because he got a stroke. He's not afraid to make a shot. and he wants to be great.
What
So
were you trying to accomplish by Sean?
I just want him to let the game come to him, and I tell him all the time, the offensive part of it, we figured that one out. Now he's got to figure out all the other things, that it takes to be a great college player. And I think that'll come for all our young kids.
Any reason Keith didn't play the first couple minutes?
Pardon me?
Any reason that Keith didn't play the first couple minutes? Didn't
No,
start?
he got hurt,
Uh,
but I wouldn't have had him in at the end of the game. He hadn't been in situations like that right now. But he'll play. That's what, our early season schedule, the first few games are tough. I don't mean any game's easy, but we got Rhode Island, who's a much improved team, who buried us last time, and we're playing, I don't know where the hell we're playing. And then we got Arkansas at Arkansas, and if we get in a rat race in Arkansas, that'll be miserable. And we got tremendous tournament at Corpus Christi. Virginia's a ranked team. So we're indoctrinating a lot of these young kids pretty quickly. We had 2 great scrimmages, but we didn't play anything like those scrimmages. We played like strangers tonight. Scrimmages, we tried to prove something and did it very well.
Coach, why wasn't Jalen Jones with the team tonight?
We're going to talk about that a little later. Jalen, I think wants badly to be a starter and wants to be a small forward and wants to play 30 minutes, 35 minutes a game. And I don't know if that's in the cards right now, so we're trying to figure it out. But he's done everything I asked. He's been great. He's right now trying to think this thing through. But I can't guarantee anybody on our team, minutes. I'm going to play guys positions I think they help us win. So we're going to try to figure out what's best.
Can you talk about the performance of Ryan Manuel in the last 30 minutes, getting to the line 8 or so times and actually making most of his free throws?
Yeah, he had some good, some bad. He had some chances to finish on the break that, we didn't accomplish. But he's getting better every day, every second. He competes and tries. Last year he played out of position. This year with Nick, it's taken a little pressure off him, but, he's only going to get better.
Coach, can you talk about the
Final question, guys.
can you talk about the new hand checking rule and how your team's going to, how all of college basketball's going to have to adjust?
I have no clue what's going on. I saw it in the NBA, and it was terrible, I think. I couldn't agree more with freedom of movement and trying to open up the game, but I've said this my whole career. Until you figure out a way to get more shots, you're not going to get more scoring by putting people on the free throw line. And I think that's going to be the end result, and then you're going to see teams playing zone. You're going to see good players sitting on the bench. And I know the referee is going to adjust or try to adjust. The players are going to try to adjust. But I was with the NBA for 10 years. When they put that in, they were talking about how scoring was up. Shots went up 1 shot per team, per game in 10 years. Went from 80 to 81. But all they said was shots went up. And if you watch an NBA game today, you see them go up and back and up, and that's it. It's like offensive linemen. If you can sprint 30 yards, you're in shape. So I think, but I couldn't agree more, but widen the lane, make kids fundamentally more sound, teach them how to pass and catch and cut and shoot, and then you have a better game. We're playing them too young. We're not working enough on fundamentals. We got kids that are young thinking they're one and done. We're putting them in systems rather than teach them how to play. And I think that's the end result of what they're talking about. So figure out a way how to get more scoring, more shots is the only way I know, and better fundamentals. And they'll get mad at me, And I don't blame the referees, I don't blame the rules committee, but if they call Fred Hoiberg and they call me or any guy that was in the NBA when that was implemented, they'd have told you the same thing I'm telling you. David Stoudemire, Fred Hoiberg, any college guy that had a pro background will tell you exactly what I'm saying.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, sir.
I've got final stat books here tonight.